Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Who else wants to be at the Nomad now? I'm going to check that out, right? All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are moving on to the Hall of Fame portion of the evening. Our very first Hall of Fame inductee for our 2021 year is Mr. Dave Hickey. Please, if you could, turn your attention to the screens for a message from a 2011 Hall of Fame inductee. This is going to be from Mr. Roger Thomas.
For art criticism is only one instance. I want to thank Dean Nancy Usher and Diane Zapak for this wonderful opportunity to introduce you to one of my favorite people this evening. Dave Hickey's 2001 MacArthur Genius Award for art criticism is only one instance of the wide-ranging acclaim he garnered over decades of writing about art. His insistence, at once simple and complex, that beauty is the basis for art has resonated with a worldwide audience. His books, The Invisible Dragon, Essays on Beauty, and Air Guitar, Essays on Art and Democracy, changed forever the way we look at art and the way artists make art. I write love songs for people who live in a democracy, wrote Hickey. These clear songs about beauty were sorely needed then and are certainly crucial and necessary now. Hickey's contribution to UNLV goes beyond his writing. The course of art history changed dramatically when Dave Hickey arrived at UNLV in 1990, and for over a decade, he had magnetic, dynamic, provocative discussions and mentorships. 11 years at UNLV attracted a serious and dedicated coterie of talented students, prompting a blossoming of art making and artists making in the Southern Nevada desert. An astonishing number of those students have continued to enjoy careers of international renown and success. Remarkable time in the history of the visual arts in Las Vegas and at ULV was memorialized in the seminal exhibition Diaspora at the Las Vegas Art Museum in 2007. Libby Lumpkin, Dave's extraordinary wife and partner in life, was director of the institution. Dave joined her visionary leadership as the guest curator of the seminal exhibition, leaving an indelible mark on the history of art in our city and defining the membership of the outstanding talents he had attracted, mentored, and launched into the art world from Las Vegas. Hickey's legacy and his mark on Las Vegas, his gift and his legacy to the global art world and artists everywhere cannot yet be quantified. But Dave's influence is still a vibrant and robust motivator to the creative efforts on our planet. Already in the Hall of the Infamous to his friends and colleagues, I have the great honor of introducing Dave Hickey, this year's inductee into the UNLV Hall of Fame.
Dave could not be with us tonight, but I still want to say what I am going to say for each of our distinguished inductees. On behalf of the College of Fine Arts at UNLV, it is with great pleasure that we present the 2021 Hall of Fame Award to Dave Hickey for his extraordinary achievement in arts and culture. Roger Thomas did a beautiful job in sharing with us the great influence that Dave has had in the world and will continue to have. So let's give Dave a round of applause.
Congratulations to Dave. Now to introduce our next 2021 Hall of Fame inductee, please welcome to the stage a 2017 Hall of Fame inductee, the one and only Mr. Lance Burton.
Good evening. You guys were paying attention earlier in the show. And by the way, I was in the Follies Bergère too for 9 years, and we have more Follies alumni back here. And I love moments in life that make circles like this. I'm so happy to be back in Las Vegas. For those of you that don't know, the last 6 months I've been living a very quiet life on my farm in Kentucky, surrounded by my dog and 7 cats and some cows. I got my second shot on Friday and came right to Las Vegas to be here with you guys tonight. So I'm so happy to be back here. And Tommy was a great movie, and Margaret, but I can top that. When I was a teenager, for Christmas, I got a book. My girlfriend gave me this book written by William Goldman, our greatest American screenwriter. And it was called Magic. And I read this book, and it was a great book, and of course I was crazy about magic, so it was an inspiring book to read. And then I heard they were making a movie of that book. And of course, when it came out, I went to see it. And that movie starred Anthony Hopkins and Anne Margaret. So now that circle is complete. We're here meeting for the first time. So it's thank you for coming here this evening. And that's really what why I'm here is completing a circle. And I'll explain. I am just thrilled to be here to induct my oldest friend into the Hall of Fame. I first met Mac King at the Louisville Magic Club in our hometown of Louisville, Kentucky, when we were both 14 years old. Yes. 14 years old. Mac was a terrific magician back then. I was really into stage magic. Mac could do stage magic and close-up magic. In fact, I learned a lot of close-up magic from Mac. But the thing I remember about our first meeting at the Louisville Magic Club was Mac King made me laugh. And he's been making me laugh for 47 years. And over the years, I have had a very unique perspective working with Mac when we were teenagers and seeing him grow. Over the years, I've watched him literally grow into the world-class magician, entertainer, and artist that he is today. For the last 20 years, he has been headlining his own show at Harrah's Hotel. He has appeared on countless television shows, including David Letterman, The Donnie and Marie Show, Penn and Teller Fool Us, and The World's Greatest Magic. The Academy of Magical Arts in Hollywood, California, has awarded him the coveted title of Magician of the Year. He has received so many accolades and awards, it would be impossible to name them all here in the allotted time. Let me just add one more accolade. Mac King is the finest stage magician working in the world today, period. Please join me in welcoming our newest member to the Hall of Fame, my oldest friend, Mac King, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome and come to the stage. You're so polite. Mac King, on behalf of the College of Fine Arts at UNLV, it is with great pleasure that we present to you the 2021 Hall of Fame Award for your extraordinary achievement, as discussed by a great colleague, Lance Burton, your extraordinary achievement in the arts. Congratulations.
No. You don't know Lance Burton like I know Lance Burton. I'm very sorry also that I do not have an Anne Margaret story. but the night is young. I have a confession to make. Actually, I never wanted to move to Las Vegas. Despite my old friend Lance Burton's urging, I didn't think I had the right kind of show. I didn't have dancing girls or shiny boxes or tigers or wind machines. All I had was a goofy little sleight of hand comedy magic show and an ill-fitting plaid suit. It's nice of you actually to put up my rookie card there. That was good. My wife Jennifer made me move to Las Vegas. And if you don't think that's possible, it's only because you don't know my wife Jennifer. I feel like I've done 3 smart things in my life. I married Jennifer, I moved to Las Vegas, and I became a father. And all 3 of those things, marriage, Vegas, having a daughter, are only because my wife Jennifer made me do them. Really, the only smart thing I've ever done on my own is to hook up with my business partner, Bill Volkner, the producer of my show. Through the more than 20 years together, we've become more like brothers, really, than business partners, and because we fight. So still, even then, after we moved here, after Jen and I had packed up and moved to Las Vegas, I thought, well, as soon as the fine folks at Harrah's have spit me out and kicked me to the curb, we're going to get out of this town quick. But over the 20 plus years, I don't know whether you can count the last year or not. I started in January 2000, so I don't know whether I've been there 20 or 21 years. But anyway, Harrah's and Las Vegas have not only changed, but so have I. You know, here in town, there's more museums, there's more local restaurants, more culture, and I have so many good friends here now. I mean, not like right here now, but I've grown to love it here so much. And so even when my show does finally end, not soon, I hope, we're gonna stay. Well, that's very nice of you. I mean, this is where my daughter is from. And even though I was born in Kentucky and lived in Los Angeles, this is my hometown now, too. And not only do I love Las Vegas, but I'm deeply touched to find out Las Vegas seems to love me. And so thank you so much. This is really a sweet, sweet honor. Thanks for those nice things, and thank you guys, really.
Matt King, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Matt King.
If you have not seen the Matt King Show, you are truly missing something. It's actually one of my most favorite shows and tops my list as one of the things I recommend to anyone who comes to town. So be sure to check it out. All right, to introduce our next Hall of Fame inductee, please turn your attention to the screens for a greeting from Mr. Louis Anderson.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for the award. No, I did think I was getting the award when the school called me for the art center there. And, but you know, you can't get every award. What are you going to do with them all? I started renting them out to people who don't have awards. I just think that's a better way to use them. And I make a little money and I go down and I play penny machines for $100. Anyway, I'm so happy to be here. I'm really glad to be presenting, or one of the presenters, or whatever you want to call it. I'm glad to know this person that's getting this award. I met him about 20 years ago. I was playing in Denver, Colorado, and he was doing a show down at the theater. And I went down and watched his show. And I loved it. It was funny. And, you know, people often say that this guy's a prop comic, but this guy is an artist, and the props are his art. Listen, I watched him do 20 minutes, and he had no prop in his hand. And I said to him, "You're really great. You're really a genius." And we've been friends ever since. Well, there was a short time over a hot tub incident, but that is all underwater now. Anyway, you have to let go of things. You know what I love about Vegas? Vegas is becoming the city that it needs to be and is capable of becoming. And I'm really glad to be a Vegas person and to live here for quite a while now. Who knows how many years? I don't even know what day it is. Anyway, and UNLV, a wonderful school, and just keeps getting bigger and better. And, you know, there's so many great programs. There's so many great things to do. Vegas is known for the Strip, and the Strip's an important thing. And the shows, I've been playing here since 1901. Oh, no, 1984. And I just love doing stand-up comedy, and I love Vegas. It's a town like no other. And this guy, Mr. Scott Thompson, has been, I think he's been doing a show for the last 10 years straight, through thick and thin and all, and he is killing it. Every time I go, I go, how does he sell this many tickets? He's funny, but still. So I guess the things I'll say about Scott will be really quick. I won't drag it out, even though I love dragging stuff out. People oftentimes say, roll their eyes, so that you know you're talking too long. But I just want to say that this is a nice person. And, you know, the number one question I get from the public when I meet them is about other celebrities. Are they nice? Are they good person? And this guy is a great person and a great friend of mine, and really cares and really loves his audience and really loves what he does and who he is. And he's a loving, caring human being who wants the greater good, but hysterically funny. You might pee a little in your pants when you watch him. Not that you want to do that, but it's just involuntary. He just kills you. But he has a big heart. He always treats his fans with great respect. He always treats his fellow comics and other entertainers. He's a bit of a rock and roll comic. And he always treats everybody as being friends. And he is my friend, and we've been friends for a long time. And I love him. And I'd like to say congratulations to Scott Carrot Top Thompson, who is a delightful human being. Scott, congratulations on getting into the Hall of Fame. I thought it was me, Scott, but it's you. So I don't know what to say. Maybe they'll put me in at some point. Let's hope so. I'm getting older, you know. I'd like to get in some kind of Hall of Fame, except for the slot tournament Hall of Fame. That's not a good Hall of Fame to be in. Congratulations to Scott Thompson. The Hall of Fame, baby. LV, Student Arts, Contemporary, I was supposed to read a bunch of stuff, but I didn't. So this is the International Las Vegas Arts College City of the LV. Go Rebels. Maybe they'll give you a shirt. Scott, congratulations. I love you.
Wow. Louis, thank you. I know you're not here to hear that, but you were really great. And on behalf of the College of Fine Arts at UNLV, again, we're sorry that Scott Thompson isn't here with us, but I want to say it is with great pleasure that we do present him with the 2021 Hall of Fame Award for his extraordinary achievement in the arts.
Now, Scott Thompson couldn't be here, but he did send in a message. If you'd please turn your attention to the screens.
Hey everybody, first of all, what an honor. Thank you very much for the UNLV College of Fine Arts for letting me be part of the Hall of Fame here in Las Vegas. It means the world to me. And I really want to thank my buddy Louis Anderson for that beautiful introduction. His speech went on longer than the pandemic, but it's pretty sweet of him to do that, and he's a lovely guy. And actually, it's been more than 10 years. I've been in Las Vegas for 27 years doing shows, so I appreciate all the love from everyone in the community, especially everyone at UNLV. the Fine Arts Department for letting me be part of the Hall of Fame, and it's just an honor. And it's weird because I remember being a kid watching an award show where they weren't there to accept the award, and I said, why aren't they there? It's a big honor. Why would you not be at the award show? And here I am, not at the award show. I'm sorry I couldn't be there. I'm in Florida on my boat in my Speedo. So that just made your night, right? No one wants to see me in a bathing suit on my boat. But thank you, Louis Anderson. Thank you to the UNLV Fine Arts. And thank you to Las Vegas for this lovely honor. I will cherish it forever. God bless.
Congratulations to Scott Thompson, AKA Carrot Top. Our final 2021 Hall of Fame inductee is a Hollywood legend. Here to help us with this introduction, please welcome to the stage Ms. Diana Eden.
This is scary. Well, good evening, distinguished guests. And the distinguished guests all the way in the back tables. Hello! Woo! And then Margaret. Welcome back to Las Vegas. Yeah! You have had such a profound impact on this city as has gone from a dusty little town to the entertainment capital of the world. Who can forget those iconic images of you in your red sweater and your black tights and your black shoes dancing with Elvis for Viva Las Vegas? It was filmed, by the way, at the UNLV gym, just, right across the plaza here. The gym is now the Marjorie Barrick Museum of Art. So even before that film, you were here in Las Vegas at a very early age, singing at the Riviera, at the Dunes. I knew I'd get something wrong. And then you were discovered by George Burns. And only a couple of films later, you soared to stardom. And then it seemed like hardly any time passed, and you were back in Las Vegas, headlining your own fabulous production show. And believe me, yeah, it was amazing, amazing show. Singers, dancers, sets, costumes, the best musicians, everything. Played at the Hilton International and at Caesar's Palace many, many times. You attracted so many tourists who couldn't wait to come see you perform. 2 shows a night, always sold out. And your film career hasn't been too bad either. 2 Oscar nominations, 10 Golden Globe nominations, 5 of them wins. 6 Emmy nominations, 2 of them wins. And many, many more accolades, too numerous to mention, as they say. And I believe you have another film coming out very soon, right? Wow, you never stop. On a personal note, and Margaret, I am so happy that I have known you and know what a beautiful human being you are, inside and out. You and Roger started my costume design career, and I am grateful for that for the rest of my life. I know of your loyalty to your dancers and singers and cast and crew, and to all the members of your family, whether they be real family or entertainment family. I've seen your generosity to your fans, though always below the radar, never a big to-do about it, just quiet. So all of that being said, all that's left to say is Viva Las Vegas, Viva UNLV College of Fine Art, and Viva Anne Margaret.
I want to say that this is truly a thrilling moment for our college, our university, and our city to welcome this amazing person and artist back to Las Vegas. And we are thrilled, and it is with great pleasure that we present to you the 2021 Hall of Fame Award for your extraordinary achievement as a multifaceted and multi-talented artist and someone who has given so much of yourself for so many years. We are just so happy and humbled to have you here tonight. Thank you very much for being here. Congratulations.
Oh, man. Man, oh, man, a Shabbat. Oh, God. Okay. I have to hold on to this. This is unbelievable. You know what? Could you give Claire? I have a few words to say. I can't believe all this is. I love Las Vegas, and I was here the very first time when I was 18 years old, and well, first of all, I'm so, this is unbelievable. Okay. The most important event that happened here in Las Vegas was on May 8th, 1967, when I married Roger Smith. Yeah, yeah. You mentioned it. I miss him so much. And we were married for 50 years. 50 years. And we would still be married, but on June 4th, 2017, which was 50 years, Roger got very ill, and he passed away. But boy, I tell you, every single day, he's in here, boy. He's in here, and he's telling me, hey, he's telling me what to do, but I don't care. I never cared. I just loved him so much. Okay. Now, my love for Las Vegas started. It all started in 1960. I was a freshman at Northwestern University when some guys and I from Northwestern came to Vegas for our very first engagement here at the lounge in the Dunes Hotel, which imploded. Yes. We called our group the Subtle Tones, Suttleetones. Took us 3 hours to do that. And if anybody here is from Northwestern, we made up that name at the Hut. You guys are not from Northwestern. Okay, that's fine. Scott Smith was and I just spoke with him yesterday. Scott Smith was the leader and pianist, and David Ziering was on drums, and then he became a doctor. And on stand-up bass, which I love, was Ring Warner, who became a fabulous music teacher. And later that year, I returned here to be part of Mr. George Burns' Christmas show in the Conga Room at the Sahara Hotel. In between all of that, I did some movies, Pocketful of Miracles, State Fair, Bye Bye Birdie, and Viva Las Vegas. Yay! And a month later, I opened with my very own headlining show at the Riviera Hotel for 5 weeks, 2 shows a night. Yes, everybody did 2 shows a night then. I loved it. And then I went, in 1971, I went over to Kirk Kerkorian's hotel, which later, it was called the International Hotel, and it later became Baron Hilton's Hotel. I stayed there for many years in that fabulous showroom. And in between that and 1979, I did television specials, 2 of them, called Who Will Love My Children and Streetcar Named Desire, and the movie Tommy. And in 1979, I was lured over to Cliff Perlman's Caesar's Palace. And I loved Caesars with the fabulous events that they had, like Don King's boxing, the tennis tournaments with my fellow Swede Björn Borg, the incredible food and wonderful staff, some of whom I'm still in touch with today. And in 1963, I did a movie with Elvis Presley called Viva Las Vegas. The song and dance number called Come on Everybody Do 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 Do. Okay, was filmed right here in the Marjorie Barrick Museum of Art, which in 1963 was UNLV's gym. I'm really proud of that film. It was one of the happiest times in my life. It was released in May 1964 and was one of the top grossing films of that year. And it made me so very happy that that film was entertaining globally. So many people got a chance to make them happy. It makes me so happy. And now, here we are today, and I'm so very honored to be here and to be inducted into the UNLV College of Fine Arts Hall of Fame. Thank you so much, Dean. Oh, yeah. Oh, you're right here, of course. Dean Nancy Usher. Did I pronounce that right?
You did beautifully, as you do everything.
Okay. You just have no idea what it means to me and my love for this city. Thank you so very much. Thank you. God bless all of you. Good night. Good night.
Oh, and here are your, we can get them. Thank you. And I want to thank Diana Eden, who did the beautiful introduction for Anne Margaret, who really brought Anne Margaret to us here because they're close friends and colleagues. So I really want to thank our faculty member in the film department, Diana Eden. The time has gone quickly tonight, and it's been very memorable for me and for all of us to be able to honor these wonderful people who have really changed lives globally and given so much of themselves. So this is a time where I'd like to say congratulations to each one of all the people that we honor tonight, and to our Hall of Fame honorees. And so our new inductees, David Hickey, Matt King, Scott Thompson, and Anne Margaret, to our Las Vegas Newcomer Award recipient, Brian Newman, our Cope Dean's Medal recipients, Candy Schneider and Justin Favela, and to our wonderful College of Fine Arts alumni of the year, Giovanna Sardelli and Sush Mashida. Let's give them all a big round of applause.
As our evening is now closing down, we do, of course, want to say some big thank yous. Thank you to all of you in attendance, whether you're here virtually or here in person, although I do have to say it was incredible to do an event with actual people in front of us. Thank you, UNLV, for making that happen and doing it safely. We want to thank you as well to all these students, the volunteers, the faculty, and the staff for making tonight possible. And I want to say thank you to Jennifer, to Suzette, to Nancy, President Whitfield, for having me back here tonight. It's truly been an honor to be here with all of you.
Tracy, thank you for being such an amazing MC.
Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to our Hall of Fame 2021 honorees and all other awards recipients. That concludes our 17th Hall of Fame. Yeah, nice round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, as you exit, it'll be out towards Starbucks, but please be sure to savor our incredible UNLV Jazz Band for those last few minutes.